Now from the windy city of Chicago, there's a beautiful look at fabled Wrigley Field. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Cubs. Tony Campana will step to the plate now as we're ready to get this one underway. Sliced hard the other way, but quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone. So the rookie passes his first test here on the mound, and with that, let's take a look at the Cubs' alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Jose Altuve comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Sunshine starting to break through a bit after a cloudy morning. 57 degrees here at game time. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
And I know it's your first at-bat of the ball game and you want to work the count a little, but those were two pretty good pitches to have a rip at.
Changed up on him there, but it's hit pretty well out toward deep left field. And this will bounce up against the ivy now. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Pretty fortunate he was able to keep this ball fair. This is pretty close down the line. You see it winding up, one hopping the wall down there, and that allows him to cruise into second with 2 bases.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. And here's a fastball called for strike 2.
Oh, tough pitches here, back to back. And now he's not going to give him anything good with a runner at second base.
Line hard into left. Soriano is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
This ball's just hit way too hard to think about tagging up and trying for third, so he's just going to have to be happy where he is right there at second.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in as he'll enter play 4th in the National League batting race. Off his second is Altuve. Now the pitch. Good cut fastball in there. 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Yeah, you can't afford to be selected now. You've got to expand that zone. Try and put something in play.
Swing and a hot shot towards the hole. And that's through into left, a base hit. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game. One left for the Diamondbacks. Here comes the captain, Derek Jeter, now as he'll lead things off in the home half of inning number 1.
The shortstop, Derek Jeter.
Hit hard towards the hole, and that'll get on through. A leadoff single for Jeter.
So far, so good. They get a scoreless top of the first, and now a leadoff single to start things in their half.
James Newcomb will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. A ball hit hard to the left side, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
Well, he gave up a hit with the first pitch he threw. Now he gets an out with the second. At least we'll have a quick game on our hands if this keeps up.
And now Albert sends a high drive. He got a lot of it to deep left field. De Aza gives it a look, but this ball is gone. A home run. Albert Pujols, a 2-run shot. Number 10 for him on the year. As the Cubs are out in front now 2-0. Alfonso Soriano will stand in, and you see the average there, up over 300 to start the new season. And he jumps on this one and hits it high in the air to deep center field. And on the first pitch he sees, it's a home run. Wilson Betemit will stand in, and as you can see the big number there, he's up over 400 to begin the campaign. And this is hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. Jason Castro will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come. First pitch of the at-bat is lined hard into the gap in left center. That'll find some real estate out there for extra bases. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double. Torrey Hunter will dig in now. And he's come through in many a situation like this. Currently 4th in the National League RBI race. And this is lined hard to deep left. De Aza will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. Second inning coming up here at Wrigley. The Cubbies. Deoner Navarro will get his first opportunity now, and as you can see, he enters play with that average up near the 320 mark. Now a ball lifted in the air to shallow center field. Kelly is there, and he's got it, and it's a first pitch out to begin the second.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off, and he makes the play easily.
As Drupal Cabrera is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. 1-0 pitch now. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here's the 2-2 offering. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Now a swing as he shoots this one over to first. And Pujols will simply step on first to record the out. Alejandro De Aza will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of 1 run. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And a screwball misses here, and we're even at 1-1. And they'll try to go away with this one, but it misses as well, and it's to 2-1 now. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full, 3-2. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Yeah, that's nice to see a little patience up there. These guys have been what I would call overly aggressive these first few innings. Finally, somebody's figured out the importance of maybe taking a pitch or 2.
That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. 2 out with the man at first. Fouled back. Just a touch outside, 1-2.
Yeah, that was outside, but it's right where he wants that pitch to be. If you do...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Don Kelly will dig in, and as you can see, he's got that average up near the 400 mark to start the season.
Don Kelly.
That's into the gap on the first pitch, and it looks like he may wind up with extra bases. And he'll round it and try for third. And he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
Well, you want to talk about a great way to throw a pitcher out of his rhythm? One pitch into the inning and bang, a leadoff triple. He's going to have to pull off a magic act here to keep this run from scoring.
Will Jackson will stand in with a golden chance here to help himself out with a runner at third.
And he knows this is a definite strikeout situation. So the big key here is, at the very least, find a pitch you can put in play.
Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Well, this was a definite strikeout situation with the pitcher at the plate, but you got to give the guy credit. He put the ball in play and helped himself out with that RBI groundout.
One gone, and Derek Jeter will stand in now with the bases empty and one away here following the RBI groundout. Throw in time at first for out number 2. James Newcomb will stand in. A line-out victim his first time.
James Newcomb.
Hey now, can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
And this is on the ground toward the hole. On to first, and it's dropped. It'll stay right there, though, so there will be no advance. And this will go down as an E5, as you can see the exasperation on his face. Albert Pujols will get a shot here in the inning after all, as that 2-out error could really turn out to have some major consequences.
Yeah, anytime you give this guy an at-bat, especially with a runner on base that he otherwise wouldn't have had, you're asking for trouble.
Oh, he goes right with the fastball, and this is stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And he will score now from first. And the throwing mistake there, getting the ball in, is going to wind up costing him. So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone. And standing in is the dangerous Alfonso Soriano. In the air, down the left field line and deep. And this will find its way out near the 355 sign. And the run will score from second here as that breaks it open to a 6-0 lead.
Now the pitching coach is going to come in and have a word with him. And in the second inning, once he makes sure he's okay physically, he'll be saying, hey, look, let's put all that's just happened behind us and focus on the task at hand.
Wilson Betamid stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. You start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. Campana has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Cubs 6, and Dan Herron will come forward now to start the inning, and with his guys down 6 in the early going, they're going to need to put something together here or risk being blown out.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is you've got to come up with something, even if it's just 1 run. You got to let those guys over there know that you haven't given up and that you're going to fight them until the last out.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory now toward the third base dugout. And the leadoff man is gone to start the Arizona 3rd.
Yep, another good job right there to get that first out. And you can pretty much bet he's probably thinking to himself, anytime my boys get me 6 runs of support, I think we're good enough now.
Tony Campana will stand in for the 2nd time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Swing, hard hit ball to second. And a throw to Pujols is in time for the 2nd out.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He doesn't really have a chance to set himself up, so this is all arm, but he makes it look routine.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. Split-fingered pitches in there for strike 1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1. Gets under this one as this is hit high and pretty deep out there to center field. Kelly is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Diamondbacks down in order. They still find themselves down 6-0. Jason Castro makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Jason Castro.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
And a swing as he pulls this one into right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. Torrey Hunter will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. And this is swung on and bounced on the ground to third. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third. Don Kelly will dig in. He tripled and later scored his first time around.
Fielder, Don Kelly.
Pretty well hit deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats, foul. And a big swing here as he gives it a pretty good ride out to deep center field. And gone! A home run! So a solo shot here to left center field as this lead swells to 7-0. Now here's a drive out toward left center, and they're not going to get this one. It's out toward the ivy. Around first, heading for second now. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double. And how about that? His first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come, seeing he's a pitcher, so an exciting moment for him for sure.
And good hitting pitchers are a luxury for a manager to have. Not that this one hit is going to prove that he'll be a good hitting pitcher, but some pitchers do take it really seriously. And no matter what the case is, it's pretty cool to pick up a big league knock. I know how tough it is.
Now you see Diamondbacks manager Kirk Gibson out of the dugout and on his way to the mound. And he's going to make the call, so that's going to do it for Danny Herron. Derek Jeter will be his first assignment upon entering as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. And this one will be foul back in among the fans. And this could wind up being a bullpen kind of game as we've got action down there right now when we're only in the 3rd inning. Now a ball hit sharply out to left center, and he'll deliver an RBI with 2 away as this should be good for extra bases. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
And now that's already 8 runs they've pushed across the plate here in the first few innings. And I don't know what's gotten into these guys, but they've definitely had the bats working so far.
James Newcomb will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Jeter leads from second. The pitch. Swinging a ball pretty well hit out towards left center. But he will make the catch on the dead run as he tracks it down just shy of the wall, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 3 innings complete. The Cubs are on top, 8-0. Alan Craig will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Alan Craig.
In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Boy, his control has been outstanding so far. And there's another pitch right on the black.
Swing and a ball headed towards the hole. And the underhanded throw gets him for the out.
Well, that's a nice backhand play right there. Towards the hole, he has to lead his pitcher to the bag, and he does it to perfection.
Anthony Rizzo will dig in. He singled his first time around. Now a splitter starts things off with a called strike 1. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1. Well hit high in the air and deep to center field. Kelly has to range back a ways, but he makes the catch in front of the ivy for out number 2.
Well, very quickly, 5 pitches and 2 outs here in the 4th. Well, those are the kind of innings you love to have if you plan on working deep into a ball game.
And this is fouled straight back. That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Cubs lead it 8. Albert Pujols will lead things off this inning for the Cubbies with Alfonso Soriano scheduled behind him on deck. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. And he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
Well, it's never an easy task to have to start an inning by going through the 3, 4, 5 guys. And obviously, no exception here because he drills this ball and he's going to wind up at second with a leadoff double.
Alfonso Soriano will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one. And this is lined right back up the middle. Oh, there is Cabrera. Throw not in time, and he's in there with his 3rd hit of the afternoon.
Boy, what a great effort just to knock this one down before it gets into center field. But that was going to be asking a lot for him to get up and throw his man out. And as you can see there, that throw is well late.
Wilson Betemit will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
And no contact on the swing that time by Betemit as he falls behind 0-2.
Yeah, he's coming right.
Now, meanwhile, the throw to second is there, and he is out trying to steal the base. Jason Castro will dig in now. 1 for 2 to this point.
Jason Castro.
Now a slider swung on and lifted into shallow center field. Campana is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So as Drubal Cabrera will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Shortstop.
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. Soriano is back near the ivy as he makes the catch for the 1st out.
Yeah, doesn't look like much has changed here to start this inning either. That's 8 in a row now he's set down.
Alejandro De Aza is in for his 2nd plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
On the ground to second. And a throw to Pujols is in time for the 2nd out.
And you just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row he's set down.
Connor Gillespie will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
In for a strike, it's 1-1. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. The pitch. That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now as that ends the inning. So Torrey Hunter will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now a half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike 2. And the pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
And this is where, as a pitcher, you've got to approach each inning like it's an entirely new ballgame. If you start dwelling on the deficit you're in right now, the hole that you've already dug yourself into, you're bound to make some more mistakes and just compound the problems. So that was a good start to a new inning right here.
Now a ball hit high and deep out there to left center field. But he will haul this in on the run as he had to go back to the warning track to do it, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, and this ball was hit pretty well, but it was always going to stay in the ballpark. And you see the left fielder just drift back and make the play on the warning track.
Will Jackson will step in. He doubled and later scored his last time. Lined hard to center field. Campana will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Cubs are down in. Tony Cruz will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 48, Tony Cruz.
And this will be fouled away. And he goes out to get the curveball that time and sends it the other way toward right center. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching. And this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Tony Campana is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. And he drops that one in for strike 2.
Oh, man, he must have been looking for something else. That was a curveball that had "hit me" written all over it, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
And he lets him off the hook on 0-2 as this is lined into left field for a base hit.
And now finally that base hit breaks a string of 11 straight that he had retired. He was starting to look.
Jose Altuve will dig in, 1 for 2, including a double back in the 1st. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
And here you've got good speed on base and at the plate. So on a ground ball, it's not a foregone conclusion you're going to get an out anyway.
And there to take this one is Hunter, and that's out number 2.
And into his 6th inning of work now. Let's take a look at the breakdown for him so far.
Alan Craig.
Alan Craig will step in. He's lined out and grounded out in 2 trips. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Arizona. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. This is hit sharply to the left side, but this will find the glove of Jeter at short, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Diamondbacks, still 8-0. Jerry Blevins will come on now to try and sort this mess out as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. And the top of the order, Derek Jeter, will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the 6th. Here's a swing and a ground ball. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Oh-2 pitch to Jeter. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. Now a swing and a fly ball. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
Easy play here in right field because he knows that that sidewall is approaching fast. But he's able to concentrate on the ball and check out the wall at the same time. And he makes a nice running catch near the line.
And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Swung right over the top of that one as this is a little dribbler out in front of the mound. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Wow, showing some sweet athleticism right there, getting off the mound. This is not an easy play, but he gets to it quickly, and then he makes a good, strong throw for the out.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. And a good spot for that pitch as it's chopped foul. And they try to get Pujols to chase here, but he lays off. It's 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Here's another 2-2. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. And a little battle brewing here as he fights off the 2-strike pitch and chops it foul. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fouled straight back. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And this ball will be chopped foul. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. Taken there by Cabrera. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are.
First baseman, Anthony.
Now a ground ball towards the hole, and that's through into right, so a leadoff single here to start the 7th. Deoner Navarro will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. First things first, here's a throw over. Runner's back. First pitch to him. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Well, he just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
1-0 pitch is a splitter in there, 1-1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Now a move over to first. Don't want to forget about it. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2. Here's a hard hit ball ripped down the first base line. Jeter. Back to Pujols, not in time, and they can't get them both.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just one at second.
As Asdrubal Cabrera is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Tries the split finger here, but it's inside. It's ball one. Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike two. I'll tell you, he's been living on that corner all afternoon.
And you can tell, guys at the plate, they're starting to get frustrated. He just hasn't made many mistakes at all. And when he has, they've been out of the zone.
Second, and Cabrera's going to have himself a base hit. Throw comes back in quickly, so put the runners at first and second now, still with only one away.
Maybe a chance here to put a dent into that scoreboard after all. This gives them a couple guys on base now here in the late going. And at the very least, another hit here could be enough for them to avoid the shutout.
Cut fastball taken for strike one.
And you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around. And that's a good job to start this guy with strike one.
Pujols is over now, and he's got it for route number two.
Boy, his guy's got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
Connor Gillespie is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now a ball lined towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon. Alfonso Soriano will dig in, needing to come up with a three-bagger to complete the cycle. Here's the first offering. And now here's a swing and a ground ball to third. And the throw to first just about takes him out as it skips up and over him. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
Not much more to say here. I mean, this has just been an awful performance from this guy. Top to bottom. They can't hit the ball, they can't catch the ball, and they can't throw the ball. Nothing has gone right. They got to be thinking, this one, it can't end soon enough.
Wilson Betamid swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Good lead off his second there. Now the pitch. Swing and a line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. Here comes Soriano for the plate.
Well, if you want to point fingers at who's to blame for this disaster, you're going to need both hands. Defense, the execution. Well, just draw a line through this one. This one's been an absolute disaster.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And a little tapper up the line, but this will wind up a foul ball. Now here's a swing by Castro as he gets a lot of this one out to deep right field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out. Torrey Hunter will stand in with a run in, one out and one on here in the inning. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Swing and a ground ball to short. Barehanded for one. On to first, and it's dropped. Don Kelly will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the third inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Fouled back. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, 2 errors in the inning, and a runner left. Jeremy Horst will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Junior Lake is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder, and he's not going to get there. It's going to one-hop the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Tony Campana will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. And this might advance the runner as it's on the ground to second. Throw just does get him at first as he was really moving that time. A look at our line score this afternoon, and it's been a good one for the bleacher bums thus far. The home-standing Cub, Jose Altuve, is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. No runs, 7 hits, and 3 errors for these guys so far this afternoon. Good waste pitch, 1 and 2.
And even on 1 and 2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Castro able to make the play here, and there now are 2 away.
Well, that's a disappointing at-bat right there with 1 out. He got it airborne all right, but he winds up hitting it straight up in the air, and as a result, he can't pick up that runner from third base.
Alan Craig will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. In there, 0-1. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. Runner away from third. Now the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw to the plate. And he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate.
Well, I think you really have to question this decision here for him trying to get the out at the plate. Maybe if it's hit to a corner infielder, but this was always going to be a long shot, and he winds up beating the throw easily.
Anthony Rizzo is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
He can't get him to bite this time. It's 1-2. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. A runner on first with 2 away. Now a ball lined hard toward deep right field. Hunter is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire. Run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Dane De La Rosa will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Gabby Sanchez is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the 8th as they look for some insurance. First pitch of the inning here is wrapped right back from where it came, and that'll get into center field for a leadoff single.
A good job here. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots this ball right back up the middle.
Derek Jeter will try again. 2 for 4. First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. Campana is there, and he has it for the first out. James Newcomb will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. Big hole on the right side. Here's the first pitch. And this is swung on and bounced to shortstop. Altuve for 1. On to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the 1 out.
Well, you could have put the first base bag out in the outfield grass on this play. You're not going to double this guy up. He's too fast. Still, a pretty good job of at least getting that lead runner at second base.
Runners off for second. Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. ball hit pretty well deep down that left field line, heading toward the foul pole. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Now the relay home. The tag by Navarro, but it's too late as the run scores.
Well, time for another old baseball cliche. It's a game of inches. And it was on this ball. Take a look at how close this is to the foul line. This is not a fair ball by a whole lot, but I guarantee you he'll take it. He pulls into second with an RBI double.
Alfonso Soriano will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul.
Let's go, one more time, baby. Here we go.
And a good block there by Navarro as he's able to keep this in front of him. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop.
We need a run.
And the runner's breaking for third. And in fact, no throw as he's into third easily. And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. Last chance coming up for the Diamondbacks. And this is now Andrew Newcomb will come on here. Not a save situation, but he'll try to close it out nonetheless. Deoner Navarro will stand in now to begin long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now. But hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low-stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much, you give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. They'll need to guard against that.
2 outs away from a victory here that you'd have to say will be a rather convincing one.
And you know, Matt, in every phase of the game, hitting, pitching, defense, it all favors the home side here. Top to bottom, they've been the better team.
Asdrubal Cabrera is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. 1-1 pitch coming now to Cabrera. And the 1-1 is in the air now out to center. Kelly is there, 2 gone.
Well, this is a situation where a home run here isn't going to tie the game. He's got to work on just hitting down on the ball and hopefully trying to get on base. Instead, it's just an easy fly ball in a game where they're running out of outs.
Alejandro De Aza is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Tried to get the arms extended, but he couldn't. 1-1.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Close, but it's not over yet. That's ball 2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking on the final out, so that's a tough pitch to lay off.
And this will be grounded foul past Pujols at first. And this is fouled back and out of play. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
And at 9 games, I said this streak could go on for quite a bit longer. Sure enough, now it's up to 11. And the way they're playing, there could be no end in sight.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And the brightest star for the Cubs this afternoon was this fellow right here, Albert Pujols. Take a snapshot of that. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show.